Hey homies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Haley and this is the Mystic Adventure Tarot. Yay! So I'm doing something a little different today. I wanted to do, so my spread today is going to be conflict resolution. So if you got any drama going on, any issues going on, and you want to find out what the root of it is, if there can be if we can come to terms with some certain things, then that's what we're going to be doing our reading on today. I pre-shuffled every reading. So we have 4 piles today. Your entire reading is in this pile. I'm just going to show you the top card though. So let's get into our piles and see what we got. So pile 1, and I'm also going to roll a dice for you too. So pile 1 is going to be this malachite, gorgeous malachite. And then this blue topaz, finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, and forgiveness. That's pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be this ocean jasper apple. Isn't this so freaking cute? Then we have titanium rainbow quartz, awakening all chakras, ultimate manifestation, vibrancy, powerful shift. All right, talking about conflict resolution. We have this carnelian for pile 3, scourge carnelian, and the labradorite. Shamanic journeying, bravery, magical power, higher awareness. Okay. And then pile 4 is going to be this zebra jasper. And then we have moss agate, new beginnings, nature, connections, animal allies, security. Okay. Conflict resolution. If you feel like any of these keywords or any of these piles are drawing you towards it, go ahead and click your timestamp down below. That's going to jump you over to your reading, and then I will catch you over there. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the blue topaz or you chose the malachite, this is going to be your reading. We're going to do some conflict resolution. We're going to see what's going on, what's the drama, how can we fix it, is it even fixable? So I'm going to roll a dice for you. And like I said earlier, I have your whole spread already pre-shuffled out. So we're going to start with our oracle portion as always. And if you feel like just based off of the oracle, you're not connecting with your reading, that's totally okay. Pick another pile if you want to, or you might not have a reading today. So let's put these guys right here for now. Let's roll your dice and let's get your reading started. So hold on. What do we got for pile 1? Conflict resolution. For pile 1, we have number 3. Okay. And number 3 is, it's about like achieving goals. It's about growth. It's about creativity. It's also about teamwork, working together. And it's funny with the spiritual ally for, the blue topaz too, of like, in this situation, whatever it is, it's important that you figure out a way to work together is the vibe that I'm getting with forgiveness and with higher wisdom. Picking your battles, recognizing what's worth it and what's not, right? So let's get into our oracle. We'll start with this one. Are these upside down? No. Yes, they are. I don't know. The bleeding tooth, stagnation with number 34. Stagnation, filtering some things out. If you feel like in this situation, if you feel like you're stuck and there's not a way to like move around it, take a step back. Saturn, discipline, structure, responsibility, Saturday, Capricorn, restriction, obstacles, trials, hard work, self-discipline, integrity, patience. Keeping yourself in check. You know, in this situation, like I said, you might have to be having to work with other people and you might have to deal with other people, and those other people may make you feel really drained. And that's where you need to take responsibility for yourself, and you need to make sure that you have your own structure and you keep your discipline and you keep your eye on the prize. Don't allow this to distract you, you know. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. T. Believe in yourself too. Believe in your manifestations. Yes. Yes. We have magic. Toil and labor. A lot of 3s, or a lot of the 30s, 38, 34. And then, 34 again. The fish. And the fish card, I believe the fish card is the money card, but it also talks about, like, again, teamwork and dealing with, you know, motion, action, adapting, coming together, and taking action. So whatever this conflict is, pile one, whether this conflict be something within yourself, right? Because the vibe might not be, we'll get into it with the tarot, but the vibe might not be that the conflict is coming from other people. This might be a conflict with yourself. You might be struggling with choosing. And it's time that you choose your higher abundance. Abundance is in here twice. And with Saturn too, it's important that you take the time to actually cultivate, write it down. With toil and labor, there's work that needs to be done. And if you're feeling stagnant, maybe it's time to take action in that way. Do a money spell, do a cleansing spell, cleanse your home, cleanse your spirit, do whatever you need to do to get this energy rolling, So let's see what we got. If you feel like you're connecting with this, then let's move into our tarot. So the first card is, what is the root of the conflict for pile one? Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, it's this the Eight of Pentacles reverse. There's a perfectionism here, and there's a pickiness here, and there's just a lack of ambition or a lack of focus. The conflict is coming from within. The call is coming from inside the house, pile one. And for you, you need to throw your shoulder into it. You need to really start to put the actual effort in and stop being so picky about it. Oh, well, it's not perfect just yet, so I can't launch the business. No, if you have everything you need and you've already started, just keep going. If you've already made the decision, if you've already told everyone that this is what you're going to do, then why not just do it? And maybe this is where the teamwork comes in, of maybe you need to find support. Maybe you need to find or connect with someone or people who have the same mindset as you and who are willing to also help you as you put in the work to develop that discipline, to work hard, to put in that effort. But you need to put in that effort. The call's coming from inside the house, pile one. It's time that you stop being so picky and you put in that effort. That's the root of the conflict. What part do you play in the conflict? Pile one. What part do you play? The Magician reversed. Oh my gosh. The Magician reversed. That's so funny. With the Magician reversed, it can be about manipulation in a sense, right? It could be about how not utilizing, I view the Magician reversed as not properly utilizing your talents. Not planning properly. And even in terms of manipulation, manipulating yourself, into not kind of steering clear of reality. Oh, it's going to be a lot of hard work. You're going to be toiling and laboring. It's going to be stagnant. It's not going to work. It's not going to work out. And convincing yourself out of your own dreams, pile one. It's time to take some accountability, and it's time to recognize where you have allowed certain things to perpetuate, and you've allowed certain things to continue to push you around or push you back or stop you from achieving the goals that you're trying to achieve. And it's time that you actually put in the effort to clear this shit out and make room for the new era. There's so much awesome astrology going on right now that is setting everyone up for success, setting everyone up to create a new life for themselves and really just kind of reestablish who we are and what it is we want to do with our future. Take advantage of that. Don't waste your time. Don't waste any more of your own time, pile one. What outside influences are at play? Oh, the Three of Cups. Again, that's social. I think that there might be someone or someones. I think that there might be people who are kind of on standby waiting to help you, because the Three of Cups is about community. It's about creativity, and it can be about friendship and connections and celebration. And it's especially with the little martinis here. I feel like it's time to put yourself out there and say, hey, it's time to find that spiritual ally and say, hey, who's on the same wavelength that I am? And you don't got to tell everyone everything, right? But it's time to start putting out the feelers. It's time to start seeing who who has the same mentalities as you and who is going to help you and support you through the new era that you're in, or the new era that you're trying to create for yourself. But it's time for, it's like, again, this Three of Cups, you have to put yourself out there. People aren't just gonna find you. You need to start putting yourself out there, pile one. The call's coming from inside the house. The conflict is you, pile one. Sorry, not sorry. That is what outside influences are at play. How can you work through the conflict? The Hierophant reversed. Okay, it's not gonna be the traditional route, I'll tell you that. It's not gonna be something you've tried before. And I think that this reading is low-key, so it feels very specific. So like, if you're watching this, you know. If you know, you know. But it's time for you to start challenging your own self-limiting beliefs. Start challenging the ideas and the foundations that you've been building on, and really test it and see, does this even work for me? If I'm trying to move forward and I'm trying to do A, B, and C, what relationships, what structures, what work, what ideologies, what is working for me and what's not working for me? And maybe it's time to try something that you haven't tried before. And that's how can you work through the conflict? Try something new, maybe. Is resolution possible? With the Five of Needles reversed, yes, absolutely. Resolution is possible. The Five of Needles is the Five of Swords. It is possible. You need to stop distracting yourself with the nonsense and start focusing on your goals, pile one. That's what the Five of Swords can be about, is just like an increased, being open to change and being willing to move past blockage and move past setbacks and move past certain things that have stopped you before. So yes, resolution is absolutely possible. But once again, pile one, it has to come from you. And then our final advice. Ooh, baby. The Three of Wands. Final advice for you, or the advice card. The Three of Wands, dude. Make a plan. Think about what it is that you want to do. Expansion is there. It's ready for you. Abundance is ready for you. You can do and say and be anything that you want to be. You can change your life. You can restructure it. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. But it's time that you start looking at things from a different angle and start being open to the idea of what can be. I feel like you might be stuck on the self-limiting beliefs, whether they came from your parents or from school or whatever it is. I feel like you're really stuck on this idea that it's just not going to happen. And it can happen, pile one. You just have, it's time for you to try. You never know until you try. So let's get some final thoughts. I love this for you, pile one. Sorry if I'm yelling at you, but someone's got to tell you. That's why you're watching this video. So you might as well let it be me. And find that support, dude. I'm telling you that you'd be surprised who's out there waiting. The number 3 came up so many times. What do we have? Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yes, you can, pile one. Yes, you can. You can do anything you set your mind to because you are creative. You're an exciting, beautiful person, pile one. And it's time that you stop criticizing yourself. That's where the Eight of Pentacles and Saturn comes into play. It's time to stop criticizing yourself and creating your own stagnation and really start saying, what can we do? If we tried, what can we do? What do we got? We have blessing and divine timing. Live a blessed life. Everything that we do and every word that we speak is an opportunity for us to either give or receive a blessing. Be the bearer of a blessing today. Yes, and be the bearer of a blessing to yourself. Bless you, bless yourself. Heal yourself, take care of yourself. Divine timing, allow things to unfold. Be patient and have faith. By allowing things to happen in due time, you move in harmony with life. You will be guided when the time is right. T. And while we're waiting while we're waiting on things to happen, it's time to start cleaning out our closet. It's time to start cleaning out our emotions, our relationships, our everything that we know we don't want to carry. Everything that we don't want to bring to the new apartment can't come from the old apartment, so we got to get rid of it. Last one. Dignity. Ooh, with the magnolia. Dignity. Have some dignity. So, hold yourself in high regard, pile 1, and love yourself as much as I love you. I thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Let me know if this applies to you. Let me know what you got going on in the comments. I love to know what's going on with you guys. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the titanium rainbow quartz or you chose this ocean jasper apple, this is going to be your reading. We're going to do some conflict resolution. We're going to see what the drama is, what the problem is, can we fix it, what's it got to do with you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to roll you a dice and we're going to get you a number, and then we're going to start with our oracle portion as always. If you feel like this doesn't apply, pick another reading if you want to. If not, no problem. You might not have a reading today. There's nothing wrong with that. So I pre-shuffled your tarot cards, like I said earlier, and we're going to put these guys over here. Let's get set up and let's get you started. All right, pile 2. Awakening all chakras, ultimate manifestation, vibrancy, powerful shift. Let's see, what number do we have for pile 2? Oh, 2. Okay. 2 is balance, duality. It could be like a choice or a crossroad. It could also be about like partnerships and connections. So again, just seeing what makes you vibrant, what makes you happy, what makes you feel bright, and what actually brings out the beauty in you, what enhances you, right? Because with the titanium that goes on the coating that goes on the quartz, it's almost like this, it makes it, you already love the crystal, but it makes the crystal just more, it just makes it something new, so what is it that brings that out in you? Pile 2. We have dead man's fingers, timing. Okay, let's see what else we got. Jupiter, abundance, baby, growth, expansion, Sagittarius, Pisces, Thursday, higher education, philosophy, good luck, optimism, faith, generosity, prosperity. Jupiter, okay. We love to see it. New moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Okay. It's Virgo season too. Well, no, I think Virgo season is over. It's Libra season now. Happy birthday to all my Libras. We have childhood memories. All right. We've got energy. What are you putting your energy towards? Despair. Ooh, 222 on the timer. Community. And then they. And they could be referring to someone trans, non-binary, or what I'm getting because of the community card, I'm thinking they, like multiple people. But this could be a person or a group of people. The vibe here is if this is family drama or this is drama from like a group of people from your past, it's all about timing, right? It's all about recognizing that you've grown past a lot of this stuff. You've moved forward in a lot of these ways. And in terms of like, it's a time to give rather than take. I'm not saying like it's time to give your energy to like the wrong people. I'm saying it's time to really just rebuild your community, I think is the vibe here. Rebuild your community, rebuild what your foundation in terms of like your support and your partnerships, and really restructure, recognize with childhood memories, recognize who was there for you and who wasn't, recognize who within the community loved you and who didn't, And it's funny too, because the 3 of Hearts is the 3 of Cups. Like, I think that the conflict is coming from, I think the conflict might be coming from you. You might have outgrown a lot of these people. Pile 2. I'm going to say it like that. I think that you might be outgrowing a lot of people, and, your energy is kicking up and you're having like this power shift, and you might be seeing things differently, especially with Jupiter. I feel like things are changing very quickly for you, and It might make you might feel guilty about outgrowing certain things, but don't feel guilty about it. In terms of it's time to give rather than take, it's time for you to give your future a chance. It's time for you to give this new opportunity. It's time to give to expansion, to growth, to the ones that truly who are right there with you, everyone growing together. Let's get into our tarot. Let's see, pile 2. I already like what we've got going on here for 4 on the timer. So our first card, what is the root of the conflict? 5 of Wands reversed. Dang, 5 of Wands reversed. I love this. This is the magical mushroom deck, or like the midnight mushroom magic, whatever. The 5 of Wands reversed. It's like you're focused on your goals. And like I said, remember how I said like outgrowing certain people? I feel like the root of the conflict in this situation, and it might even be multiple people. It might not even be just one person. You might be dealing with this with multiple people, but the root of the conflict is that you're more focused on your goals. And I feel like you're kind of moving more on your future, and you're not really dealing with drama right now. And that is that's making people bothered. That's pissing some people off, pile 2. You're not kicking in on the drama. You're not throwing your wand in. I don't know if you guys have watched the September chapter for the 2024 calendar, but this is literally what that, if you haven't, you should go watch that as well for the T calendar. But this is really telling. This is really telling, because it's like the root of the conflict is that you, like I said, you are so focused on, you're in that Jupiter energy, you're in that expansion energy where you're just on fire and you're like ready to go, and other people are not ready to go and they're mad about it. I'm gonna be real with you, they're mad about it. What part do you play in the conflict? Your next card. What part do you play in the conflict? Oh my God, the Page of Wands. You're discovering yourself. You're excited. You're free. You're out here doing the damn thing, trying new things, putting yourself out there, learning, being excited, and and people are mad about it. You're just it's like you're so courageous right now. And I feel like there's people who are looking at it and they're probably talking shit about it. Like, oh, they think they're better, or they dream too big, or blah, 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 whatever. Oh, possibly very specific, but if you're going through gender affirming care or anything like that, just know it's okay. It's okay. You're going to be fine despite what other people say. And that's specific. So take that if that applies to you, but this is a safe space here. But either way, your inspiration is what is causing the conflict. I can't make this up. You being excited is what's causing the conflict. You actually playing a role in your own life. What outside influences are at play for pile 2? The 10 of Cups reversed, dude. What did I tell you? That's ridiculous. The 10 of Cups reversed. So it could feel like there's a misalignment in values, you guys are just not on the same page. There are disruptions. It could be just different motives. People have different motives. People have different plans and ideas. And I feel like you keep going head to head with this structure and this community. And I definitely feel like it might be your family, pile 2, but there's disharmony and there's this drama going on, and it's because, and you're just out here doing your own thing, and they're trying to keep sucking you back into it. They keep trying to stop you from recognizing how great you actually are. And they probably downplay you, and they probably talk about, oh yeah, you do this and you do that. And they talk shit about you, but who fucking cares, pile 2? Who gives a fuck what they think? Just because they're not at your level does not mean that you're not worthy of everything that you're trying to do. You can still do that shit, and you can fucking make it, pile 2. Don't let anybody discourage you from the idea that you cannot achieve your dreams and be and do whatever the fuck you want to do. Ooh, let me hype you up, because the energy in here is rotten and bitter and haterade. I'm serious. So that's what outside influences are at play. watch out for them. That's all I'm going to say. How can you work through the conflict? Pile 2. How can you work through this conflict? Ace of Potions reversed. And let me check the guidebook really quick, because with the Hocus Pocus deck, you would think that potions were cups, but it's like kind of backwards. So, but I'm pretty sure potions is wands. Either way, with the let's see, pumpkins is finances, potions represents adventure, creativity. Yeah, so it's wands. Ace of Wands reversed. How can you work through the conflict? With the Ace of Wands reverse, I don't think, don't let this discourage you, is what I'm getting out of that. Because the Ace of Wands reverse can feel like there's like a lack of motivation, or maybe you just feel frustrated, or you want a new start and you feel like you can't achieve that. Maybe even just feeling like you're being held back in a way, like literally someone is holding you back, or you're not inspired. Don't let this nasty dynamic discourage you from the idea that you can live your life as freely and as joyfully and as peacefully as you want to live it. You know, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be free. It's okay to just do whatever the fuck you want to do. Pile 2. Pile 2. Don't let these people discourage you. How can you work through the conflict? Stay inspired. Don't lose that energy. Don't lose that spark. Is resolution possible? The Hanged Man upright. I don't think so. I think that unless other people are willing to change it, unless there's a willingness to change perspective, 11:11 on my timer, I don't think that the resolution is going to be you just kind of moving on, letting go. Some sacrifices need to be made in order to live our most authentic lives and be our freest selves. You know, sacrifices must be made. And if you're sacrificing someone who's discouraging you anyway, you know, who cares? Is resolution possible? I don't think it matters. That's my opinion. Advice? We've got the Page of Pentacles upright. My advice to you, Pile 2, is keep learning, keep to yourself, you know, keep thinking and reflecting, keep digging deeper. The Page of Pentacles is all about manifesting. The Page of Pentacles is about new opportunities, new jobs, new horizons, new, Pile 2. The Page of Pentacles is all about new. And this is the root, the overall story that I'm getting here in terms of this conflict, Pile 2, is that whatever newness you're pursuing and whatever fresh start that you're getting, keep going. Who cares if someone is mad at you because you're starting over? They had the choice to do it. They haven't done it yet. That's not your problem. Okay? So don't sit here and hold yourself back because someone else is not willing to invest in their own life. That's not your problem. All right? Let's get some final thoughts. Ooh, the tea is hot today. Let's get some final thoughts for Pile 2. I love this for you. Don't let anybody hold you back, dude. Don't let anybody hold you back. Unless you're like committing a crime or some shit, you know. Of course, have some sense, right? But if someone's like really just dragging you down because they don't want to grow themselves, that's on them. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. These people, this situation, they're not going to appreciate you until abundance on the bottom again. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. Dude, they're gonna miss you when you're gone, Pile 2, and they're gonna look back and remember all those business ideas you were trying to share with them. Remember all the like stability you were trying to have together. Remember all those things. They're gonna look back on all that shit and they're gonna be like, oh wow, look at Pile 2. They're so far ahead. Why didn't I listen to them? That's not your problem anymore. You pack your bags and you go on and get. Ooh, moving on and mystery. Better times are ahead. It may be time to detach from a situation that is no longer serving you. As one phase of your life is ending, another better phase is beginning. T. Mystery. Embrace the unknown. Give your mind a rest from trying to rationalize everything. Marvel at life's big mysteries and have faith that in time all will be revealed. Dude, can't make this up, pile 2. Can't make this up. Just cut ties, cut your losses, and go for it. Healing and intuition with the aloe vera and the nerve plant, 41 and 37. Healing and intuition. Yeah, dude, it's time to heal, and it's time to just focus on the future. Focus on your abundance. Focus on yourself, pile 2. You've got this. I love you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you felt. Let me know what's going on with you. And I think that's all. I love you. I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the labradorite or you chose the carnelian, this is going to be your reading. We're doing some conflict resolution. So we're just going to figure out what the problem is, what the root of the conflict is, and what parts do you play and how we can figure it out. Okay, so like I said earlier, I already pre-shuffled your tarot cards. So we're going to do our oracle portion, see what comes out of there. And if you feel like you're not relating to it, that's okay. Pick another pile if you want to, or you might not have a reading today. So I'm also going to roll a dice for you. Let's get our number, and then let's get into our reading. I'm going to move these guys down here. Something for pile 3. Ooh, we got the number 6. All right. The number 6 is about communication, problem solving, cooperating, harmony, and adjustment. So let's see. With the labradorite, we have bravery, magical power, higher awareness. Maybe feeling like you need to, the labradorite is a communication stone too, you know, so maybe figuring you might be having to do some problem solving. And I feel like within this conflict, it might be just, there could be like just difference of, it could be either difference of opinion or maybe just not being able to see eye to eye at the moment. So let's see if we can get you guys on the same page. We have the chaga mushroom, defense and balance, number 2. And number 2 is about union and balance and all of that. We have the second house with Taurus, material goods, money, values, security, work ethic, income, expenses, career, possessions, budgeting, assets, financial stability, personal finances. All right. This is definitely more of a work-related thing in my opinion. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. All right. What else we got? Learn through this. Okay. Passion. I know, and sometimes, especially when like it's something that you're passionate about, things can get very heated because you want to make sure that people understand what it is that you're trying to say. We have the child, and then we have the key, number 33. It's so funny because the 6 is 3 and 3 too. And with the key can be about like unlocking it, like a different perspective maybe, or discovering something, important information coming through. Feeling secure though, the key is about security. It can also be about like success and like really just assessing a situation, unlocking new information. So if you're in a situation where you have to work through things and like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but if you have to work through like dealing with like a childlike person, or maybe you're dealing with, maybe you have kids and maybe you're dealing with, you know, trying to make sure that your kids are stable and you're setting them up for success, whatever it is. Or you could, you know, you could also just be dealing with a childish person. But either way, take this as an opportunity to learn, take this as an opportunity to like really think things through and try and figure out like what we are going to figure it out is what is the root of the problem and how can I better myself through this. Let's see. This card may indicate a child or children, your childhood or inner child. In many cases, it shows a new beginning. This can be a new project, a new job, or a new love. We all start small, and we are all beginners in this dance of life. So venture a complete restart. Okay. The child represents a fresh start too, you know, so I feel like if you're like moving, like whether you're moving to a new state or something like that, you know, everything is a learning curve. Okay. So take everything step by step with the second house and with Taurus. Taurus is not the type of sign that just goes and goes and goes. Like, think it through. Okay. Think about it and set yourself up for success. Learn through it, communicate what it is that you need. Make sure that you're using your higher awareness and keeping your compassion in check as well. Keeping your passion in check and making sure that you're not getting ahead of yourself or getting ahead of any opportunities that you have yet to achieve. Does that make sense? So, card number 1. Let's get into the tarot. 4 on the timer. What is the root of the conflict? We have the Fool reversed. Okay, yeah. The Fool reversed. Don't just jump into things, okay? Don't just like trust it'll all work itself out. That's not helpful, you know? Make sure that you are not being reckless. You're not just going out there and taking risks, you know, because especially like, okay, because this is like a material thing, I'm going to say this. If you're working on going into business with someone, or you're like working on, you know, changing like your career or things like that, don't just be like, oh, eat, pray, love, follow your heart. Think about it. Okay. Communicate and make sure that you're on the same page with everybody and you're on the same page with yourself. Because I get the vibe here that like the drama, there will be drama if you start this process and you don't have a plan. I'm going to say it like that. There will be problems if you do not make a plan. So don't get defensive, balance things out, learn, make sure that you're taking the time to unlock the information that you need, especially because this is a new project. And the last thing that you need is to be out here looking foolish because you just kind of trusted that the project was going to get done properly. You know, make sure that you're doing your part. Number 2, what part do you play in the conflict? Ace of Swords, upright. Nice. The part that you play in this is that you need to be the one with the clear head. You need to be you're the one with the breakthroughs. And I feel like the part that you have in this conflict is that maybe you guys didn't have the answers at first, but I feel like if you take the time to really think about the situation and work through it, you guys are going to find a breakthrough. And once you get that breakthrough, it's going to be so awesome. You're going to learn through it, communicate, you're going to unlock, you know, a lot of great opportunities with this, but you need to sit down and you really need to think about it. Start at square one. That's the vibe I'm getting with the Fool and then with the Ace of Swords. It's time that you take a step back and start at square one and really just think about it step by step and really take the time to figure this situation out. And that's what part do you play in this? What outside influences are at play? Pile 3. The Tower. What? Dude, I'm telling you. There's gonna be like some chaos, and I feel like whatever the situation is, and I don't know like what this situation is specifically, but something is about to get rocked, and there's gonna be a lesson here. And I think that this reading might be the opportunity for you to get ahead of the curve and for you to really like understand what this big change is going to be, unlock this shit before it's too late, and then like you get the information too late. You know what I mean? I think it's time for you to lock in. The outside influences that are at play is that whatever change is coming, it's not going to be something that you can just kind of, you're not going to be able to fall back on the old plan. That's the vibe I'm getting here. You need to make sure that you have a new plan and that you are ready for whatever this is. You need to be ready to be locked in. That's outside influences that are at play. That's crazy. How can you work through the conflict? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of pumpkins. The 6 of pentacles. 6 of pumpkins. I think that you need to be willing to share the information. Be willing to teach other people. Be willing to get everyone up to speed. That's where communication comes in. I don't want to say shit's gonna hit the fan, right? But there's like some really strong cards here, you know, and I feel like communication is key for you, because it's not so much about like sharing your money with everyone, right? But it's about sharing the information that you're getting through this process, helping other people understand, as well as unlocking that information yourself. And not other people as in like everyone in the world, right? But like getting your friends, getting your family, getting your team on the same page, right? Because that's what the number 6 was about, was like cooperation and problem solving and adjusting. So I feel like you need to, your role in this situation is to, I think that you need to figure out, you need to solve the problem. You need to start working on solving the problem and get everyone on the same page so that you guys can be ready for whatever this is, whatever this big shift is. And it doesn't seem like, I don't know if it's a negative shift or a positive shift, right? I'm not getting the vibe that any of this is like particularly negative, right? But with the Fool reverse, definitely make sure that make sure you're thinking, make sure you're thinking this through. How can you, and that's how can you work through the conflict? Get everybody on the same page. Is resolution possible? We've got the Page of Presents reversed, which is the Page of Pentacles reversed. I think that resolution is possible. I just think that like I said, there needs to be a plan set in motion. You guys really need to sit down and get on the same page. If you want to be successful in this, we need to put aside our differences, put aside our, the arguments are not going to work. You need to have conversations. And I think that that's what this is it's time for everyone to sit down and have a conversation and make a plan, so that whatever this Tower moment is that's going to be coming through, you guys are ready for it. And you're not just thrown off, and you're not like, experiencing like this destructive energy. You're really experiencing like, you're really just kind of allowing the change to happen as it is, What do we got for advice? The Hierophant. It's time to get some structure. It's time to really put some structure in play. It's time to put some structures in place, and it's time to, you know what the vibe is? Can I be honest with you, pile 3? The vibe is that it's time for you to lay down the law. It's time for you to lay down the law. It's time for you to get everybody on the same page. And it's time to say, this is how we're doing it. This is the plan. This is what we're doing. We are all going to kick in, and we are all going to do this together. And we're going to make this work. And it's going to, and I don't know if this is a work related thing. It could be home. It could be, apply this as it is, but it's time to sit the whole team down and get on the same page and set some structures into play so that you guys can all succeed together, right? And this is giving very much group project. It's giving group project for sure. Let's get some final advice. But yeah, it's time for you to lock in, and maybe it's time for you to take that leadership role, pile 3, and maybe it's time for you to be the one to be like, you know what? I feel like no one's going to get it together, so I'm going to be the one to get it together, and then I'm going to show everyone else how to do it. All right, let's get some final thoughts. I like this, pile 3. I like this. Take charge. Take charge. That's what Taurus does. A Taurus takes charge. And so does the Hierophant. Pile 3. Ooh, this was good. Death. Ooh. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Interesting. And grief. Whoa. I don't know if I want to go down that. We have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah. And whatever the ending is, it's happening. The vibe that I'm getting is that like, it's happening whether you're ready or not. So you might as well get ready. Whatever it is. Buckle up. Choice. choose your own adventure. You always have the choice. You always have choice when deciding how to respond to a situation. Choose well, use your courage and wisdom to serve the greatest good. T. Let it be. Trust universal wisdom. There is more to this situation than meets the eye. Set aside the need to know and control the outcome. You may be surprised by what happens. T. It's time to just get yourself ready. Get ready, stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. Stay ready. Stay ready and stay locked in. And it's time for you to really focus. Pile 3. Focus and solve this problem. It's time to solve this problem. All right, what do we got? Boundaries. Ooh. Number 5, boundaries. Set some boundaries in place. Like I said, it's time for you to sit everyone down and be like, this is what the fuck we are going to do. And I'm not going to argue, and I'm not going to sit here and be pressed about it, and I don't need to defend myself. This is what it is, and this is how it's going to be. Don't go into the situation thinking, oh, everyone will just do what they're supposed to. No, they won't. No, they won't. You need to lock in, and you need to be the one to say, you know what? I'm not in control of the outcome, but I'm in control of myself, and this is what you're not going to do around me. Okay? I love you, Pile 3. I hope this was helpful. Low-key, comment down below. Give me the chisme. Tell me what's going on. I want to know, especially Pile 3, because this one was spicy, in my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I love you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose the moss agate or you chose this zebra jasper, this is going to be your reading. We're going to do some conflict resolution, see what's going on. So I'm going to roll a dice for you. We're going to get a number. And like I said earlier, I already shuffled out your tarot cards. So we're going to do our oracle portion, see what's going on in there. And if you feel like just based off the oracle, you're not connecting with the reading, totally okay. Pick another pile if you want to, or you might not have a reading today. You know the vibes. So let's get our number. Moss agate, new beginnings, nature connection, animal allies, security. Security. Okay, let's get our number. Let's see. For pile 4. Oh, 4? All right. 4 is the number of structure, foundation, stability, manifestation. All right. Oh, dude, you saw that, right? It rolled 4 again, so we're going to take it. So maybe you're restructuring some things. Maybe things are shifting around for you, pile 4. And maybe you're trying to build some sort of security, right? Because that comes in twice. Structure, security, stability, manifesting. Is this upside down? It is upside down. Indigo milk cap, true colors, number 33. Seeing things for what they are, right? And not swaying our opinion based off of how we want things to be, perceiving them for what they are. Libra, the mediator. Happy birthday to all of my Libras. Fair, people pleaser, balanced, sociable, sensible, diplomatic, polished, easygoing, fickle, indecisive, harmonious, self-indulgence, ruler of the 7th house. Venus as well. Seeing things for what they really are, because here's the thing. Listen, I love my Libras, right? I love the Libras I love the Libras that I love. I'll put it that way. But y'all tend to have a narrative in which you want things to be reality. And sometimes you choose to ignore the signs. Sometimes you choose to ignore the red flags because you're like, oh no, this is what I want it to be. 222 on the timer. Sorry, not sorry, Libras. So just look at things for what they really are, you know? See things for what they really are. If you want security, you need to be open to the idea that you have to change certain things. New moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe. Trust that, especially with all this blue too. What is blue? Is blue the third eye or the throat chakra? Somebody tell me. But you and your loved ones are safe. You need to trust that you need to see things for you. Once you see things for what they really are, you're able to make decisions based off of what you're seeing, and you're able to make changes that are in the greater good for not only yourself but your family or your loved ones, or those that are allowed in your sacred space. You know, it's time for you to really look at things clearly so that you can protect not only yourself but those around you. You know, assert yourself. Stand your ground. Don't let someone push you around or push you out of the idea that you want to do something a certain way. Comfort. Assert yourself and get out of your comfort zone. If it means getting out of your comfort zone and having to face some things that you don't want to face, it's time to do that. Thief. Whoa. A thief. Someone trying to steal your energy. A letter. The letter can be a message, right? The message, news, correspondence, there can be an announcement. You might be hearing this situation is stealing your comfort. And it's time that you stop being a people pleaser, and it's time that you assert yourself and you call things for what they are, and you allow yourself to feel secure and feel protected in this new opportunity that you're trying to be in. Let's rock it, pile 4. Let's get into the tarot, because I feel like... Let me sip my juice. I feel like you might be trying to be in a more comfortable position, and there's somebody who's trying to steal that from you. What is the root of the conflict for pile 4? 4 of Pentacles reverse. 4. Someone is trying to block your manifestations. The number 4 keeps coming up. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Someone is greedy. Someone is being materialistic. And also the root of the problem is that maybe you're protecting yourself. And this person can't break through. Someone is jealous of you. Someone is being a hater. You have a hater. I'm going to say this. You have a hater around you, and you're trying to start something fresh. Okay, Eureka, if you are watching this, shout out to my sister, the loving spirit, because this is exactly what the fuck you've been going through recently. But this applies to anyone who watches this. But there is somebody who is literally trying to steal your comfort and steal your peace, and you have been such a people pleaser for such a long time, and you are someone who does not like to fight with people, that this person has pushed it too far, and it's time that you assert yourself. And if this message coming through is this reading for you, then take my word for it and fight back, push back, and don't let anyone stop you from enjoying the new life that you've created for yourself, pile 4. Don't let anybody stop you from enjoying the life that you've created for yourself. It would be ridiculous of you to do everything that you've done so far for someone to try and control the narrative and take you out of your peace. Absolutely not. The root of the conflict, there's a hater. There's a hater amongst us. What part do you play in this conflict? The 3 of Wands, dude. The 3 of Wands upright. You're planning for the future, pile 4. This is very reflective. Was it pile 2? I think it was pile 2. The 3 of Wands. You're trying to plan for the future. You're trying to prepare and expand. It's so funny too, because it's like these cards are like very similar looking. The Comfort and the 3 of Wands. Or this 3 of Wands. It's like you're trying to create stability for yourself. And that's what's causing the conflict. You want better, and there's someone or something that is trying to stop you from getting better. What outside influences are at play? The Sun reversed. I'm telling you, there's a negative ass person around. There's a bitter bitch lurking about trying to stop you from from being successful. Somebody's trying to hold you back, pile 4. Whoever this person is, you need to assert yourself, and it's time for you to really cut that shit off, because this person is a thief. They're stealing your energy. They might be stealing like physically from you. They might actually be stealing materially from you. This person is robbing you of a good life. They are robbing you of peace. They are robbing you of joy. How can you work through the conflict? We've got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pumpkins, which is the Four of Pentacles. So you got it reversed from two different decks. You got the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Pentacles upright. It's time for you to take control of the situation. It's time for you to secure yourself. It's time for you to be stable throughout this situation. And it's time for you to lock in. The Four of Pentacles is locked in. You know what I mean? The Four of Pentacles is someone who has a grip on this situation, right? It's time for you to lock in. The root of the conflict being there's the opposite. There's someone with the exact opposing energy of you, and you need to amplify your energy, and you need to overcome this hater. This is a hater, pile 4, a big ass, ugly ass, hog back hater. That's who they fucking are. How can you work through this conflict? Stand your fucking ground, pile 4. Is resolution possible? We've got the Nine of Candles upright, which is the Nine of Wands. No. In my opinion, you need to be resilient. You need to push through. This is a test, pile 4. I think that this situation is a test to see, are you serious about the future that you're trying to create for yourself? Are you serious about what it is that you're trying to do? Pile 4. That's what this is. Are you locked in? Are you locked in, and are you ready to stand your ground and defend what it is that you have worked so hard to gain? Advice. The Hanged Man. Whoa. The Hanged Man. It's 11:11 a.m. on September 22nd. Sunday, September 22nd. 11:11 a.m. I just looked at my freaking clock. Sorry, I have my notes right here. What? You're locked in, pile 2 or pile 4. You're locked in, and with the Hanged Man, with this Hanged Man upright, in my opinion, dude, let that shit go. Let that shit go. Again, I think it was pile 2. One of the piles was like mirrored some of these cards. But it's time to let that shit go. It's time to it's time to sacrifice that bullshit. It's not a sacrifice, right? It's not a sacrifice if it's draining you. So, in my opinion, pile 4, this conflict comes from honestly, the evil eye. Remember all that blue I was talking about? There it is. The conflict is coming from an evil eye. Someone who is jealous and just like, they can't do what you do. And that's why they're mad. And that's why they watch you and they hate on you. Is because they can't be, they're not you. That's why they're a fucking thief. They want to steal your comfort. They want to steal your joy. They want to steal every ounce of good news that comes near you. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Understand, it's okay. Oh, relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Seeing both sides of the situation is not, two things can be true at the same time. Right? So seeing both sides of the situation is not, oh, I feel bad for you. Seeing both sides of the situation is being like, I understand that you were abused as a child. I understand that your parents were terrible, but that doesn't give you the right to treat me like crap, right? I understand you're traumatized. That doesn't give you a pass to treat other people like shit. So make sure that you lock in on that ideology that you deserve to be treated correctly as well in this situation. Pile 4, you deserve to be treated right. Let's see what else we got for pile 4. Insight. Bright ideas are coming. An epiphany often arrives when the mind is totally quiet. Give yourself a mental break. to open up your imagination and allow brilliant ideas to emerge. T. Step away from this bullshit. Pile 4. Step away from that. It's tacky, it's ugly, it's gross. It's not worth it. What do we got? We've got rest. And we've got harmony. T. Harmony. You need peace. You deserve peace. You deserve to enjoy your life. You deserve to enjoy everything that you have manifested for yourself, pile 4. And I'll be damned if you let somebody stand in the way of everything that you've worked so hard to create. So, don't mean to be so hard on you, pile 4, but you know I love you. You know I'm here for you. So, make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Let me know what's going on down below. I'd love to hear from you. I love you, pile 4, and I'll catch you on the next one, all right? Bye!